Okay, hello guys. Let's see if this thing works. So today I'm going to paint this Great Dane. This will be this is done with the acrylics, and the color scheme here is the same that I tried in that spider painting that I did a little bit earlier. And yeah, so my name is Anne, and I hope to see some of you here while I paint this. But if you miss this, no worries, it will be up in later on also. So I will start blocking these highlights just with white, quite roughly. It was quite hard to find the right angle for the camera and the lighting that I have here, so that you could see more than just those lights shining shining to this painting. So because these paints are quite shiny. Let's see. So I'm just blocking these whites here, or these just making the shape, overall shape. This dog that I have here, the reference photo of this dog. It is my friend's dog who passed away just a little while ago. His name was Rico, and he was just so cute, gently giant, so cute and so handsome boy. And so I wanted to paint this, do this painting as a memory of him. Let's see. I'm trying to focus how those shines should go. I really hope this live stream goes well and the camera won't freeze too often. I had a little bit problems with the freezing camera before I started, but it seems to work fine at the moment. Well, hopefully it will work this whole live stream. I don't know, will I get this? I don't think I will get this totally finished just in this during this live stream. So I added that part 1 part 1 mentioned there, but I try to get this done as much as possible today. I was going to paint earlier today, but again, life happens, and I just got too busy, and then I had too many problems with my OBS, but now it seems to work quite nicely. So I am using just white here, just to kind of shape, make the overall shape, the highlights and shines here, and then I will start adding some black and grays here and there, and then in the end I will glaze these same reddish and yellowish colors all over this painting. And violet, I think that is quite nice combination. Deep violet and reds and yellows. That is the color scheme I planned here, but I still want this dog to look like it is black Great Dane as he was. Okay, and that says there just a bit. Let's see, and here, where does it start? Here and here. Okay, and then let's move here. There are some alarms in my computer. I just press the volume off so that those alarms won't show or hear anymore. Okay, and here nose shine just about here somewhere like so. And actually here it is quite light. It goes about here. And then let's shape that other ear. So, and then let's see this area here, then it goes down here. Oh, no. That goes there, and this is quite light, and this comes here. paper. Okay. Like so. Okay. And let's see. Then he have one that was here and there. A few smaller. Oops. No. Just dropped my pencil, and now I try to find some smaller brush. And I'll do those smaller tubes here. Okay, I can't see. Check out another picture. here, and in the reference photo I can't completely see. There is some shines here that I'm not sure if they are food or not. Goes about like that. And then let's see. Then there is the lip and those shines. About like this. And here is that. I don't know what is the name of this lip area here. It's the big one, big slurpy one in the corner of the mouth. It is showing there just a tiny bit. And then there is he have been drooling some little bit here. This is the chin. Okay, it's about like that. And then let's see. Okay, I want to do that everything else first before I go to that necklace or the collar he is having there. So let's see. Let's make that a neck muscle and goes about here. So this is oh no. Hi Mary and hi Chrissy. Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't even notice that you came here. I was so concentrating here. So yeah, so glad to have you guys here. Uh, um, I'm so concentrating here because there are so many little things happening here and there. Yeah, so I'm really trying to keep myself in the map, or how should I say it? Here he has this. This is just a shine, and then he has this white marking in his chest that will start about here, and before that there is this kind of shine in his black fur. And let's see, the neck and the shoulder blade here goes more like this, and this here, let's see. Yeah, what a big tongue. Yeah, this is actually, I love this kind of paintings that or pictures that the animal has the mouth open and you can see the tongue, so that makes kind of makes it more interesting, a little bit interesting, more interesting, and personal, or it's a nice little effect. Okay, this is going outside of the camera, so I'll just move this just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing down here. So now I'm trying to shape that he has this white marking on his chest. He's otherwise totally black, but this area here is totally white, and I'm trying to make it look like it is in his chest. So what size? I think this is 15 times 80 centimeters. I believe so. So not enormous, but quite big. Nice and big, so I can get good details without having too much troubles. And that goes somewhere there, and I will blend that white chest marking there so that it kind of blends to the area here. I won't do this too sharp or too detailed. You know, this will be my focus point. All these will be not that important, but I still wanted that shape of the upper area of that marking to be about exact. There are a few lost white hairs here and there, and these, and these. This is actually, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118 Okay. No, this is not the same pose as before when I have painted. So now I'm working upright and the in easel. Before I used the I worked just in this table flat, but this is so big I can't do this in flat. So yeah, with bigger painting you can do few things more easily, details and so on. Also, although I will keep this quite loose, but I still try to get some details. Now I'm trying to make this chain collar that he is having, and let's see, it needs to go about here, so I try to keep the direction right, and this is not as easy. Now I need to concentrate. So okay. Let's take some paint off. No. I am rushing too much. Concentrate. Just blend that white away here. So I'm doing this kind of black and white now, and then I will glaze colors over it, so it's not that I don't need to be totally exact, but still these few details I want to make as good as I want already. So this goes here and it goes there, and this one gosh, these are hard to do. No. What am I doing? Just like this, and that one goes. And then let's see. the eye. This is the corner of the eye, and here also. I can be quite messy at this point because I will layer all over this again and again, but now I'm just shaping this just a bit, and same here. Just this little line here, and that is quite a lot there. Let's see. Like this. And then let's make that Lupe, älä potki. Lupe is kicking my the door there. I just said to him, just don't kick. He is sleeping and having some he's running in his sleep. See here, I want this to be lighter, and this here. How is it going? This, yeah, and let's make this here a bit lighter. And like this, and this, yeah, and here. Now, oh, thank you, Mary. Mary is saying, you guys, she's speaking about me and Chris art. If you don't know Chris art, you should really check her out. X Resort, sorry, X Resort. And we are really both amazing artists, and I appreciate that you both share your knowledge with the rest of us. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. That kind of comments, although with acrylics I still feel like I'm totally newbie. just starting to learn myself here. So now I started to use more grayish colors, and I'm kind of blocking those mid-tone areas, and using more or less black here and there, just doing these shadows here. This shadow here goes quite close to that eye. And I want to make that a little bit darker and mix this together. Start some darker shadow there, and also mix that with that white. So now I'm doing this just black and white, and as mentioned, I will glaze the colors over it, over this whole painting. So I will use yellows and reds and magenta for the glazing. Oh, thank you, Mary. Yeah. After you have done as many paintings or drawings as, for example, I have done, it's quite easy to start working with new medium, but there is always a learning curve. And for example, next I will start painting with oils, and even though I know I can paint, I can use the medium the way you use it. So painting is not the problem, but playing with those painting mediums, that will be something I need to first kind of study before I start painting. And then there are some mediums that for example, now I have that mixed media piece, that hummingbird picture. You can see a little bit of that behind there. I show you. So there is that my hummingbird picture I'm working on. I am testing. Oh no, I again dropped my pencil. I should really concentrate what I'm doing here. So that hummingbird picture, that is a test piece. I'm just testing out combining different mediums. In that picture I have done the base colors with acrylics, and I'm layering layering those Neocolor. Is it? And these Caranda's Neocolor wax and oil pastels. Caranda's Neocolor 1. So these are not the water soluble, but these are the wax based Neocolor crayons that I'm using there, and I'm combining these crayons and colored pencils, and the base colors are done with the painted with acrylics. I was testing out those, and also I tested out that it's a yellow clear gesso that makes a kind of sanded surface. So I was testing out how could I combine these mediums together that way, but I'm kind of not liking the result. It's too grainy. It's not working the way I want. It may be because of the gesso. The yellow clear gesso it made the surface a little bit too rough. So I'm thinking of trying out the oil colors over that painting there. So yeah, so there are some. I do face problems mostly almost with every piece I do. I face some problems, but especially when I try new things, test out new methods, or combine new mediums, they won't always work nicely together. Although I have successfully combined wax crayons and colored pencils together previously, but with that painting I don't like the results I'm getting there. Chrissy, I love painting with oils. I have painted with them for a while. You a solvent blend with those. Did you mean Chrissy, that I can use solvents with those wax crayons? I know that, and I have tried, but that's why I said that I feel like the gesso, the clear gesso that I used in that hummingbird picture, that made it a little bit too rough. The yellow clear gesso, it is clear, so I used that after I had done the acrylic color over paint underlayer. So I felt like not a good idea. It would have had been better if I would have just leave the painting like it was with acrylics. So I just feel maybe I could get that that hummingbird bees work okay if I continued working it with these wax crayons and colored pencils. That I could make it work, but I don't feel like using the time for that, because I think if I just paint with oil colors over that painting, over that wax and oil, wax and colored pencil areas, I would get much better results, much less time. Otherwise, I will be just working that that piece forever, and I won't finish it ever. Yeah. I thought you meant to say you haven't painted with oils for a while, because you mentioned that in some of your, was it in Vero? Vero. How do you say it in English? Because that new social media site Vero, it just looks me up, because Vero means taxis in Finnish, and kind of the symbol of the Vero platform. It also reminds a little bit like some tax firm logo. Lupe, onko sulla asiaa? Lupe, onko sulla asiaa? Mitä sä haluat? Haluatko sä ulos? Pitääkö sun päästä ulos? Lupe wants to go out, so and there is the smaller one. Heräsittekö työ? Ai sä tuut sieltä. Okei. Yllerä. I need to give some space for my puppies. Mene vaan juomaan. Ai sä pistät siihen pötkölle. No pistä vaan pötkölle. No. Sinne jäi. Oh. Babies. Fur babies wanted to come here. Oh, look there. Okay, I need to show you this. Let's see. There is Lupe sleeping there. And Halla. This is the normal setup I have here. Both babies sleeping next to me while I paint or make some art. Chrissy, just buy this Flairosol spray bottle, and you won't have problems with or you won't have as much problems with the drying time. Too fast drawing time. That's good. It is good. Yeah, so beautiful. It amazed me how they understand so many different languages. I guess it's just what they are used to. Do you mean my dogs? How they understand different languages? But yeah, if you just talk to dogs, they start to pick up words here and there, and even know different languages and different because, well, dogs are smart. They are really smart. Okay, actually, I have messed. This white area should cover all of that. This here. This needs to be not this dark, but I can lighten that up. Okay, now they went to sleep again in the bedroom. Mene vaan, häppä sinne. Hop hop, hop hop. Mene vaan, hop hop. No. My little fur babies. They would probably come to America and be confused. Yes, your babies. Yeah, maybe they could be confused just for a while, and then they would just love it, everything. Especially Lupe, he is very adaptive boy, and so easy to, for example, travel with. Although we haven't traveled abroad before, but because he just loves people so much. The grumpier guy you met, the lovable he will be in Luba's eyes. He just loves people, and for especially grumpy men. I don't know why. Oh, hi Christine. Okay, so sleeping time for me. Have a nice painting. Thank you, and good night, Christine. Sweet dreams. Let's see. So if you guys are doing dog portraits, and so many people ask how to do black dogs. The black fur is difficult to so many people. It's I feel like many people make it or think it to be too hard harder than it actually is. So even though now I'm using just black and white, I'm doing this in grayscale. The overall sorry, I'm trying to find the words. The most important thing you should always remember when doing black animals and black animals and white animals, that white and black are the colors that will reflect the colors over it. So for example, here I have deliberately made this overall outer or what is this background to look to be totally in totally different scale, in different colors than it is in the actual reference photo. So so I am changing the colors in the picture completely, and that's why I will paint this painting in black and white, and then I will place these background colors over this whole picture. And in this phase I only need to follow the shapes and make the shines and shadows where they should go, and that is all I need to do in this stage. So I could have totally different background, totally different colors, and this would be the way I would do black dog or white dog in any background colors. So and I translate the reference photo in a black and white color scheme, so that I have good reference for this stage. I only need to make the contrasts look okay and those details to be where they should be, and not concentrating too much in colors just yet. That comes later. Do you ever speak English with them? With my dogs? Sometimes, not too often because I don't have to. But sometimes I may give them some orders in English. For example, sit and down and come. But I because there is no point, there is no actual point to speak in English with my dog, so not that often. It's just mostly with the Lupe, because he is kind of the smarter one. He is very smart and very quick to learn, so sometimes I just kind of train his mind and his thoughts that way, using different language or different sign language with him. Okay, so you have both a slow drying medium with acrylics. I have some cheap slow drying medium for my acrylics too, but I actually have some better too. Where is it? I have some slow drying medium for my acrylics, but I just don't know where it is. You just remind me of that. Need to check out where that is. So what made me pick this color palette? Because my friend loves red colors, and especially the warm red colors. So some of you may know I have the I say it is my Scooby-Doo painting. It's the one Great Dane painting I have done with acrylics, with watercolors before. I have one. I have that picture in my print shop. Those links are down below, so you can check out that Great Dane picture there. And that Scooby-Doo is this same dog, and there are these red colors also. So the red was red is the color that my friend loves. That is the owner of this dog, and this dog had every color or jacket or things like that this Rico had. Those were red, so that is one reason why I choose this color scheme for this painting. I just felt that it is appropriate, because this is kind of memento piece. The brand is Smink Acrylics and Smink Medium. Okay. I don't know if we have Sminky acrylics here. I haven't seen any. No, I usually don't use any mediums. The only mediums that I do sometimes use are the glazing mediums. And those are from either from what is it? Liquitex Basics, Liquitex glazing mediums, or Winsor and Newton glazing mediums. hope she will like it. I believe so. I have done few paintings for her, so, and she has always been very very happy of every painting I have done. Okay, I need to get more black. Just clean that edge there. Okay, add that. Okay, now I'll continue that later, but no. For let's see. Make that just completely light like this, and continue like here. Then let's take this black and let's start. I want to keep that dark, so I'm dark. I want to keep that area wet, so I'm spraying some water over there. Here is needs to be darker. So am I self-taught artist? Basically, yes. I do have I do have a degree in industrial design, but we in that school we didn't do any traditional art like painting or I didn't even see any watercolors or acrylic paints or oil colors during that school. If we made pictures, we either used markers or 3D softwares or Photoshop. So so yeah, basically, and all they thought to us there was mostly how to use those tools, not how to draw or paint. So yeah, I consider myself as a self-taught. But I must say my how should I say it? My skills have grown very much during this last what should I say? Was it 2014 or 15 when I first met? I think it was 2015 when I found Lisa, the lacquer from Fine Art, and that was the first time that actually that was the first time I saw what you can do with colored pencils. So before that, I haven't I hadn't been in any art groups in Facebook. I didn't know any art group. And because I am so self-taught artist, I didn't have any kind of reference on what you could do with the for example with the colored pencils. So I had always thought that you just can't get anything final, anything because I love the look of oil and acrylic paintings, but I thought that you couldn't get that kind of look when doing colored pencils, so I just hadn't tried. And yeah, then I found Lisa, the Lacry, and decided to get my own colored pencil set. My first real colored pencil set, it was Polychromos, the set of 60, and yeah, after that I think my skills in art have grown quite a bit, and I would say that more huge thanks to the why my skills have been getting better have been because I have started to follow different art channels in YouTube, but also that I have created much more art lately than in even though I have drawn and painted my whole life, in this last couple of years I have done much more than what I have done previously. It kind of, the inspiration kicked in. So Chrissy is also self-taught but have a long way to go. Hello art. Yeah, we all have a long way to go. Chrissy, so you started with oils, okay, and discovered pastels about 6-7 years ago. I found pastels a year ago. The joy of pastels, and well, I did have pan pastels about half a year before, but I didn't have pastel matte, the paper, so I didn't kind of feel like doing any real art. Real art, just with the pastels before I get the pastel matte paper. Mary, I really believe it is a God-given talent, but you both have advanced your skills by a lot of practice and experimentation. Yeah. Chrissy, yes, Mary. Lots of practice and many failures. I can assure you. Yeah, Chrissy is so right. I always like to say that my the art that I now do is a combination of all the failures I have previously done and learned from those. So there are so many failures behind all these. And you just need to push yourself over those failures and learn from those, and yeah. And well, I do fail constantly still, but I may not always say say aloud what in which areas I have failed, because those most of those failures are always in our minds. So the people outside may not see or feel that there is anything wrong in your painting, even though you personally may think it sucks. And the reason why I usually don't mention, if someone asks me what I don't like in my painting, I can always point out things that I should do differently in future projects. And that is what I do with within all my paintings that I do. I always think, check out, I always point out the areas I do like and what I don't like, and how I should do those areas that I don't like differently in next project. So that is one really important thing you should do. You shouldn't kind of bash yourself or kick yourself because you did something wrong. When you do art, there is no right or wrong. There is just things happening, and you can point out the areas you don't like that much, and kind of do the planning how you should do those differently in next project. You can do that also with paintings that other people do. What would you do differently, and you can learn from those too. But you should never ever kind of dismiss yourself or feel bad of those mistakes you do. Just if you feel like you didn't achieve the outcome you wanted, I would say I don't have many paintings that I'm totally happy with. There is always something. It's kind of like my mind is more advanced than my talents, but my talents are always getting better, if that makes any sense. And just because my mind sees the things that I should do differently, I can improve. Otherwise I would just stuck in my place and wouldn't improve. So it is good thing if you see the mistakes you have done, but you shouldn't dwell on those. Yeah, pastel nut is heaven. Pastel heaven. Yeah, those playing cards that Chrissy is doing, those are just so amazing. But I bet, yeah, as many paintings that you have done. So Chrissy is making this amazing playing card set, and she's painting every card, the pictures for every card, so every elements and so on. So she needs to redo some of my playing card in element playing card deck. So if you do, how many is there? How many cards do you need to do? The amount of work you had to put on those cards and how many paintings you had to do, I bet there must be so huge improvement in your talents, in your skills, that it's not surprised you need to kind of redo some paintings, because well, after you have completed, for example, 10 painting, you have that much more skills to put in your every piece. So the first ones are starts to look not as good as your recent paintings. That is just huge project you're having there. Yeah, I bet the earlier ones you have to redo. Oh, let's see. Okay, this is fun to paint this dog, because I haven't. It has been quite a while since I've last done a dog portrait. Those were the ones that I previously did always. It was always some sort of dog portrait. And then after about 3 years ago, I kind of got bored with doing dog portraits or pet portraits overall. So it has been a while since I've done dogs that much. There are a few here and there, mostly my own dogs, but with acrylics I do have few paintings I have done with acrylics in my past, and but they are over 10 years 10-year old. I have one Doberman painting that I did in, was it 2008? It was again a portrait of my friend dog, another friend, and but For some reason I haven't done that many dog portraits with acrylics, and this is so much fun. I've learned artists are so critical of their own work. I guess that's what makes them so amazing. But it is also a shame that they don't appreciate how talented they are. Too critical sometimes. Yeah, that is something. That is one reason why I don't mention the areas or the things that I'm not happy about with my own acrylic paintings, or I mean with my own art. If I'm not happy with something, I usually don't mention it. Not because I wouldn't say if someone asked, but it's more like I understand not everyone are in the same stage as you are as an artist, and if someone kind of, I don't want to make it sound like I would I'm looking for praises for my painting when I kind of cry out the things that I'm not happy about in my own art. I don't like this. This is so awful. And then just people would, because people are nice, they would just say, no, it's perfect. I love it, and so on and so on. And maybe there would be some newer artists that would feel like, and this is what I'm afraid of, there would be some newer artist that would look my painting and see it as a kind of perfect, that would be so far from their current talent that they would feel like, oh my god, she thinks her painting is awful and mine is so much less than hers, and so it would kind of bum them out, and they would be more sad of their own paintings and their own artwork, and because there is always some sort of comparison. I don't know if I'm making any sense here, but that is one reason I don't want to mention the things that I'm not happy about with my art, because there might be somebody comparing their art to my art, and if I'm speaking ill of my art, they may feel I would see their art kind of more not good looking, and they may be afraid of showing their paintings and so on. So that's why I usually just do the critical thinking and observation silently by myself in my head, and not mentioning it to anyone, if that makes any sense. Yeah, and that's why I also mentioned that I do point out both the good things that I do like with my painting and the things I don't like, and how should I correct those in the future project, but also the good things that went okay and are do look good, and both of those are necessary so that you can improve. Hi Hildy. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. It's because when you are just starting painting, or you really don't need to even be that much a beginner, but there will always be somebody more talented than you are, and you will be quite long time you will be in the kind of stage that you just don't see everything, you just don't see the mistakes or the how should I say, yeah, you just don't see as much as the more experienced artists do. So kind of if a beginner sees the artwork that somebody more experienced have done, they may not see any mistakes anywhere. They see it as perfect. But then if there is some more experienced artist than the artists that have done that art piece, they may see more kind of, if you want to say mistakes, yeah, more things to correct in the painting than the artist himself, and that is just to the experience. The more you paint, more you draw, the more you start to see, and that is yeah, that is just the way it goes. Something that I tend to do quite a bit is if I'm not drawing or painting on on real paper or canvas, I may draw or paint in my head when I'm walking with my dogs and I'm looking the nature. I may kind of start painting that image on front of me, and I tend to do that more when I'm kind of start trying to learn new medium. For example, if I'm trying to learn acrylic painting, I may in my mind paint that scenery with acrylics and the process. I don't know if any of you do this. Let me know if any of you do this. But I may think every process, every brush stroke I do, and I kind of pre-rehearse the process before I hit in the canvas with the actual paintings. That maybe with the that in my mind I'm painting the scene I'm seeing, or the project I am going to do. For example, this Great Dane. When I've been walking with my dogs, I've kind of painted this same painting over and over again in my mind previously, and now I'm just kind of following that order and that process. And many times, especially if I'm learning and testing new things, I'm during the mind rehearse that I'm doing, I also face some problems. Okay, now I have done these and these layers, and now I will get this problem. So maybe I shouldn't do this and that layer, but I should do this thing before I start doing those. That is kind of the, if that makes any sense. Oh, so Hilde, you are doing the same. That's good. I guess Anna, it is right. I know I'm not experienced, and to me everything you guys do, looks good. Looks beautiful. Me. Oh, thank you. But that is, and even though I may not be totally happy with every piece I make, I kind of start to I kind of many times got fond of those mistakes, especially after some while. Not always right after I have finished the art piece, but usually it is a little after a little time has passed. I kind of got fond of those mistakes and feel like, oh, those are actually quite cute little mistakes, and little Anne was just learning there. And I see the learning curve and learning process in those, so I don't feel too bad of making those mistakes. Yeah, so it's like trying to remember the English word. When you do the dry rehearsal of, for example, if you get some emergency, gosh, I don't remember the English word. It's difficult to explain, but yeah, the you should do these mind paintings inside your head. It's actually quite you learn quite a bit with those, and learn how to prevent some major mistakes. Okay, so Chrissy, you have to go. Okay, come back if you can. If you can't, just have a great day. Chrissy, if you are there, or Hilde, if Hilde, if you know, does she have a live stream starting? Was that the reason why she had to go? Because Chris Art, Chris Art, she is also having those painting live streams. If somebody doesn't already know, you really should check out Chris Art live streams and channel overall. She has very many good things on her channel to check out. Mostly with pastels, many good tips and beautiful paintings. How should I do this? Like this. This needs to be darker. Let's take a little bit bigger brush, if I just found one there. And let's make this. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So she may not have any live stream because many times she is the Grizzard is also streaming about this time. So seems a bit. What is this dog name? Rico. His name was Rico. I think he died quite suddenly. The stomach turn gas. I don't know how you say it in English, but yeah, he wasn't too old. I think he was 5 or 6 years old when he died, just a little while ago. Such a nice nice little dog. Little Great Dane. So nice nature, and I really miss him. Yeah, it was sad. especially because that is quite painful way to go. And these Great Danes are quite prone to those stomach turns when the stomach and bowel starts to get the gas in it, and it can take the dog away quite rapidly, quite fast. Yeah, that is common problem with this breed. Yeah, I know. I have told my friend I'm going to paint Rico. I actually asked her to select this reference photo so that it would be the kind of ideal photo from him. So she do know that she's going to get this painting. see. Oh, the tongue and mouth. I'm sorry I have to go, and I hope I will be able to catch the rest of the YouTube or your Facebook page. Thank you so much for sharing your real-time process. Happy painting. Thank you, Mary, and have a great day, or evening, or night. I don't know in what time it is there, but have a great time. And oh, sorry. And it was nice to have you here, and I hope you see you next time. Before you go, I may do the part 2 of this painting tomorrow, and I believe I will finish it then. And but yeah, I probably paint the rest of the painting tomorrow, and I will do that also in live, but that will be earlier than now, because this is night time for me. So tomorrow I try to get started earlier. But yeah, have a great day, you, and hope to see you next time. Let's see. Okay. Thank you, Angela. Nice to have you here. Let's see. Let's take this and oh, too much paint. Let's clean that a little bit. And this is the slurp here. Thieves. Mitä sä lupermistät siellä? Lupes. Making some noises. Okay, and now I will make those thieves a bit darker because I don't want them to be totally white, not just yet. Just zone those out. Make them a little bit grayish. And then let's see. Hi Chrissy, you're back. I'm back. Our Terminator is back. I'll be Bach. Thank you. Thank you. I'm quite happy of these myself too. This has been surprisingly easy thus far. That's it. I'll be painting with acrylics very soon. I've got so much art to do and so little time. I might have to start painting in my sleep. Oh yeah, I know. I know what you mean. Um, I get constantly new ideas, new things to draw and or paint, and just feel like I don't have time. I don't have time for all the things I would like to do, and just holding my breath. But now that I have started doing painting with acrylics, I really like how fast this is. Especially when doing those smaller smaller paintings. This is very nice and fast to fast medium to do. So if you have many ideas, many projects, but it's not necessary to do all the projects with a certain medium, I recommend you to grab your acrylics and finish even few of those with these acrylics and will this live stream be uploaded, saved on to your YouTube to watch later? Yes, Kayomi, this will be saved. Yeah, you can watch this later too, and that may be a few hours before you can completely watch this, because there is some kind of delay in my channel, but this will be uploaded there, yeah. Ja hei Lupe, taas tulit. Mä oon pikku häpäpärä, tulit tonne. Tulit siihen pötköttelemään. Lupe came here again. So from Captain Angela writes, asks, do you have a Patreon account by any chance? No, I don't have. If so, I would love to be one of your subscribers. I am a subscriber to a couple of artists on there as well. No, I don't have a Patreon account, so that's why. Oh yeah, it is. I should go to sleep, but I'm just having too much fun here. Yeah, so Angela, I don't have Patreon, partly because I can't. I don't do art as my profession, so I wouldn't be able to provide content regularly. So I do this just for fun. So I thought that I'll just, when I can, I do these live streams here in YouTube, and they will remain free for you guys. Chrissy, do you have a Patreon? Why don't I don't remember that? Are you a Patreon? Yeah, Chrissy, it is 1:30, almost 1:30 here, a.m. So it is quite late, and that is just what my dog came here to say to me. Mama, come to sleep. He wants to go to sleep. He sleeps next to me, so and usually when we go to sleep I give him few treats, so he is looking forward to get those, and he came here to say that it is time to go to sleep already. No. Oh, thank you. It's so nice to have you guys here, and I I really enjoy these live streams with you guys. As many of you know, the life of an artist can be quite lonesome. So this way I can hang out with you guys. And and if somebody learns something new from these, that is always a good bonus. Yeah. So Chrissy, yeah, I remembered right. You don't have a Patreon either. Can't upload content constantly, and that's so important, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Uh, yeah, yeah. I should quit my job and be full-time artist if I would want to be a Patreon or on Patreon, but I just can't do that because I wouldn't get money for art or living overall. So this is much better. There's no stress. I can do what I want and whenever I want. I think this is better deal for me, and there are much better teachers out there. So that way also I think there are better channels to follow in that regard, but especially in Patreon, then it would be mine. But yeah, this is just a hobby for me. As many of you know, I don't even sell my original art. I do these gift projects now and then I just paint for myself and don't try to sell any pieces. If somebody wants to buy some of my original paintings, I do have few of those available, but I will only sell those inside Finland because the shipping would cost so much, and I wouldn't want to take the risk that it would get lost or something like that. Yeah. People are on Patreon. People are paying for some quality content and good service, and if you can't provide that, it would be just well, not okay. Yeah, shipping is so expensive, and then with art you have to be quite sorry, you have to consider the safety of your package so that it won't get damaged. And well, as you know, I tend to do quite big paintings, so the shipping those would cost so much money. It wouldn't be practical at all. Hi, Yuris. Let's see. Where's the more? Okay, now let's paint that chain color again. Some white, and then let's start. Oh, Hildy, my Vero account grows so fast, but afraid that the app is just a trend. What do you think? Thank you. This is he, and he is my friend's now already passed Great Dane. This is a memento portrait I'm painting of him. So yeah, like Chrissy said, it can be real competitor for I missed that. No, well, heck it. For Instagram and Facebook, because so many people have had problems with these new algorithms that Facebook and Instagram, especially Instagram, with I think with Facebook we have kind of used to for the content not being shown to everybody, but in Instagram I personally don't like at all how Instagram is at the moment, because all the people I joined in Instagram because I wanted to follow certain peoples, and now Instagram doesn't show me I think I have about 10 people that I follow. Those the posts are showing to me, but the rest I don't see, and I really would like to see the content that those people put there, and it is very annoying because I get in my newsfeed in Instagram I get more of those damn sponsored ads than the actual content that I'm the reason why I am in Instagram. So that is just insane for me, I think. Why should I see those ads instead of the actual content? And yeah, I don't like at all how Instagram is at the moment. And I think Vero is a very good alternative for us. When they iron, the Chrissy is writing. When they iron out all the bugs, there will be good. I'm going to stick it out. Yeah, I think so too. Actually, I think I got this new release, new update for the Vero, and I think it has worked better now. So all the platforms have problems at the beginning. Here is so many people are talking about this new platform. Personally, I don't want another app or social media, but I can see why professional artists would like this new one. Yeah, professional artists, but me too, as a follower, because the reason why I joined in Facebook wasn't because I wanted to get a huge amount of followers, but I wanted to follow those few artists, and I found many other artists from there, from Instagram, and now if they are not, there are so many good artists that are not huge, big, like Lisa or Aaron Blaze or Bouquet, but some huge artists. I mean, some very good artists that are not as huge, and because the Instagram is filtering the newsfeed so that, okay, if I remember right, first you need to, when you post your picture, you should only use max 5 hashtag, and also you should change your hashtags when you post new pictures, so you can't always use acrylic painting art and so on, but you should vary your hashtags. And after you have posted your picture, it will be first shown only 10% of the followers you have. 10%. So if you have 100 followers, only 10 people will see your post. And then if you want to get those people to really if you want to get all your followers to get to see your content, you need to make the content as so interesting that people first, they need to comment on your post. Liking doesn't count. You need to comment on the post more than 3 words. So I like it doesn't work. I love it. That is beautiful. None of that works, because if it's only 3 words, if there is only 3 words, that is not enough. But it needs to be more than 3 words and more like conversation. And then you also need to reply to those comments in 60 minutes, less than hours. So there are these aspects in Instagram now that you need to do for your post to get you and your followers need to do, so that your content will be shown to all of the followers you have. Otherwise it will be only for those 10%. And with me, I just don't have time to comment in every single post I see. I don't even have I'm very lazy even liking, even though if I like something I should just press the like button, but I'm bad at that too, unfortunately. I should do that more. But yeah, so now I have, for those that I follow, I see about 5 to 10 different artists, and the posts may be week old that I see. So I really don't like how the Instagram is nowadays. So that is why the Vero might be good competition for Instagram and Facebook, because they won't have that kind of problems, that kind of algorithm. Sorry, I'm reading the comments. Yeah, Hildy is right. You should take the opportunity now, because if you get to be one of the million first that join in Vero, you will get that free of charge, and later I believe they will start asking some small amount of money for the people that are going to join, but for us that are in that group of first million people in joined in Vero, we will get that free of charge. Yeah. Thank you, Yuris. Hi, Archangel Arts. Yeah. Oh, thank you, thank you, Archangel. Okay, so they have passed the million already. I'm with Chrissy there. I too mostly like to follow other artists, but I also like to let the profile or the to grow naturally, and also in a way for me, because art is not my profession, so I don't feel bad if I had just you guys following me, or if I would have millions followers. I think if I would even feel a little bit intimidated if I were kind of bigger, if I would have more subscribers. So I'm quite happy being just a small little artist from Finland. So but I like to follow, and I like to also, if I learn something new, I like to share that knowledge with others. So that is partly why I started doing YouTube videos, because I can at least show what I'm doing. And maybe somebody learns something new, just from looking me working. So that those are the reasons why I'm in social media, partly. Also because my day job is at marketing. I'm a kind of visual person in I'm at a paper and board business, paper and board machine business and at sales and marketing, and I do some I need to know a bit more of social media just to kind of as my profession in that area. So I don't know if that made any sense. I'm starting to be a little bit tired, so I may stop soon, and I'll probably, yeah, I think my legs, I was sitting down there, so I think I will call this done for the day. Let's see, I'll move this a little bit further away. So let's see. It's all tilted. Turn right. Okay. Now, so here is my little Great Dane for now. Tomorrow I will continue this painting, and I will glaze the colors over this. I will be using cadmium yellow deep hue, and for the shadows I will use at least this dioxide purple, and also this I can't pronounce that, this lovely magenta. So these are the colors I will be using for the glazing. And yeah, I think I will wrap up for now and go to sleep. My little puppies are waiting for me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming, and I hope I'll see at least some of you tomorrow. Bye.